Be advised, the opinions and views of the hosts and guests do not reflect those of the station.
Good morning. You are watching the Business Portal, your gateway to business trends and opportunities. Welcome to the Workplace, and I'm your host for today, Dean Hernandez. Welcome back to the Workplace. Today we're missing our main host, Mary Beth, who's attending to the De La Salle Graduate School year ending. So you'll have me for today, and my tip for you as your Dean of Wellness is how to balance your work life so that you come out happy, less stressed, and more efficient as a professional. And my tip for all of you is this: try to see what makes you happy. Find the activities that will help you de-stress from the workplace, and that's the only way that you can rest, and when it's time to go back to your work shifts, you can be a renewed, reinvigorated professional. Today, I'd like to welcome our two guests from Bayanihan. The title of our segment is The Best for Less in the Workplace, and we have nothing better to share with you than good news on how you can get things that will make your life lovelier, nicer, more fun. And I'd like to welcome Mr. Victor Fajardo, Vice President of Bayanihan, and Christopher Santos of the Customer Service Management. Welcome to both of you to the Workplace.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning and welcome. I'd like you to share with our GNN audience what are the things so good about Bayanihan. You know, how did Bayanihan come about, Victor?
Bayanihan actually was the first group buying website in the Philippines. We started August 2nd of 2010. We wanted to make sure that we give a better opportunity to everyone by spending less money for the best deals. At the same time, it all started with the name. How the name started actually was, we wanted to come up with a Filipino name. We wanted to promote the Bayanihan.
Yes, it means heroism or community at work. Or the other night I was watching, they said people power is Bayanihan.
True.
So I was very surprised you changed the A to a U. How did that happen? That's very ingenious, by the way. Yes. What is the purpose and vision and mission of Bayanihan?
Well, for Bayanihan, we, just like what Sir Victor mentioned, we would like to give the Filipino people the best deals for less prices, and we envision to be the best group buying site in the Philippines. Well, to mention, we were the first group buying site here in the Philippines.
Well, I was asking the gentleman earlier, how did the group buying business come about? Because, you know, in these times where all the commodity prices are going up and the salaries aren't quite following that fast, to help our countrymen enjoy their lives better, even just for basic necessities, your mission and vision seems to be very timely. But I think it's a very fresh concept, knowing that you only started last year. Can you tell us more about what this community buying is all about?
Well, group buying concept started in the US, and we started here. We started it here in the Philippines.
Yes.
It's the concept of pooling other people to get
People power.
people power, the
Yes.
concept of Bayanihan, to actually get the discount that you wanted to
It's
have.
like getting people to become wholesalers by just
Yes.
getting as many people together to buy all at one time.
Yes.
So how does it work, Victor? I mean, how's the protocol for this to happen? What happens?
Okay. Every time we talk to a merchant or every time we talk to establishments, we commit to a specific number of buys. So if we commit to one, let's say for example 100 buys, then we would have to live up to
When you
the
say
merchant's
100
expectations.
buys, these are 100 people buying one coupon.
Correct.
Right?
Correct.
Okay. So what would be the minimum for a deal to happen? If I had a product and we made an arrangement to have 50, is that acceptable?
Yes, it is acceptable.
What is the lowest number of buys to go into a transaction with Bayanihan?
It depends on the specific product or service that we are selling. The minimum I would say would
Give
be
us a
at
range.
5.
Five, okay?
5 to 100.
And the max would be 100 or more?
More
You
than
could
that.
go into more.
Exactly.
Okay. Because this is to guide our GNN subscribers and Destiny Cable and GSAT viewers. If you have a business, as I researched it early this morning, if you don't want to spend big bucks on advertising, joining a group buy into Bayanihan will start to bring you customers that otherwise would not be aware, and you really don't have to spend that much on advertising, whether it's quad media now, TV, print, radio, or internet, right? So can you tell us more about how the deals come about? What happens? Who comes first? Is it the merchant or the would-be buyers are the ones who come to you and say, hey, can you please make a deal with this, you know? Who goes first?
Well, right now we're actually bombarded with suggestions from consumers. However, it's the merchant who always comes first.
It's the merchant. And what kind of merchants? Give us a profile so that our viewers can see whether they should be calling you to right after the show.
Okay. We already have featured restaurants, hotels, spas. Right now, we're currently featuring our summer deals, which consists of all of them are travel packages.
Okay, this is good because graduation is happening right now as the final exams are winding up, and I think everybody needs a break after all this Holocaust that has been happening around the world. And so travel packages, share with us, what is it all about?
Okay, well, the travel packages that we have on site right now ranges from places in the southern part of the Philippines, like Cebu, Davao,
That's
and
wonderful. See the
Boracay.
Philippines first. Anything outside the country?
we did a Hong Kong deal, a Hong Kong package deal, but it's already over.
Yeah, but it was close. I mean, fully availed. It
Yes.
happened. And did you get feedback? Were people
Yes,
happy?
they were very, very happy because of the discount that they got from buying that specific deal. Imagine going to Hong Kong for 4 days and 3 nights
For how much?
for only 11,250
Really? Including pocket money and food there?
No, that actually included airfare, and it's a
Okay.
3-day, 2-night stay in Hong Kong and an overnight stay in Shenzhen.
Wow, that's even more economical than going to one of our provincial prime cities, right?
And with the price we gave them,
Uh-huh.
all the taxes were included already.
It's all in.
Wow. So you're really enabling groups of people to save a lot, no?
Yes.
And are these directed towards working people, businessmen, or families, or all of the above?
The demographics that we have, the buyers that we have right now are mostly office people,
Office people.
And
What
mostly
age
are-
range mostly, the majority?
25 to mid 40s.
Okay, Mary Beth, that's your target market. They're the ones who keep texting and emailing our main host, Mary Beth. Then you are in the right show. Because this is the workplace. We're trying to address all the concerns of the workplace
Right.
and see what good news we can bring to help them be better professionals. And see, all work and no play makes all of us not so efficient.
Exactly.
Okay.
True.
So tell us more. So travel is one of them. In your summer packages, which cities are your destinations?
Well, we have, aside from Boracay,
Mhm.
which really gathered a lot of good feedbacks from our
For
consumers.
sure, yes.
They're even wanting us to have to extend the buying period, because on bayanihan.com we have this buying period and we do have the redemption period. So they need to avail of the discounted price during the buying period.
Okay, buying period, is that only for one day, or is that like some airlines, they extend it for a week or so? What is the minimum and maximum length that you offer a deal?
On the average, it's about 7 days.
Okay, so
Buying
that gives
period.
them enough time to decide if they see it, you know. But how do they sign up to become aware of the deal in the first place?
Okay, well, signing up to be a Bayanihan member is just easy. Just go to www.bayanihan.com, and again, that's BUY.
Yeah, because they might go to my favorite dance troupe, the
Right,
Bayanihan
right.
dance troupe.
So we are stressing on the letters BUY.
BUY.
So bayanihan.com,
okay,
and just click the free sign up button there on the upper right side, and then just follow the instructions, and there you go. You'll be receiving constant reminders from Bayanihan about the
And
deals.
is that a membership, or that logging in is just good for that particular transaction?
No, it's actually, the logging in is actually for you to become a member. It's not only for that specific
Any
deal.
membership fees?
No, it's free,
Wonderful.
totally free.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's free. And there's no limit as to how many coupons or deals you get into?
Right.
So
Exactly.
you mean if I had the means, I can buy into every transaction that you lay out there?
We even had consumers spending around 100,000.
Wala pang 1 million. Malapit na.
Sa'yo
Meron
na,
na.
ma'am.
Okay. You talked about the posting period, 1 week. Okay, Victor. What about redemption period? How far after the time the deal is bought and closed does it happen?
At a minimum, it's 3 months redemption period, and it extends to 6 months and sometimes even a year. For our travel packages, the redemption period is from April 2010 up until that's April 2011 up until April of 2012.
So people can plan ahead.
True.
But one concern is, what if I want to give it as a gift? I signed up for the deal under my name, and then I wanted to give it to my secretary, to my mom. Is that possible?
Yes, it's very much possible, because before completing the transaction, you'll be given an option what names to write on the voucher. You can have it as a gift certificate, but the word gift certificate there, and it can be accepted
So
by the
you
merchant.
can have one nominee, or you can change it once or twice,
Specific-
just once.
Yes, just once.
Okay, all right. So it is transferable, ladies and gentlemen, and it could be your graduation gift, your birthday
Yes.
gift,
Correct.
okay, summer gift, or going back to school gift, or something like that.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So you said Boracay. Does that include the parasailing features and the other extracurricular, or
Ye-
just the hotel and the plane fare?
You are currently updated, ma'am, because what we are
I'm
offering
psychic.
right now.
That's why I'm very updated. Okay.
The one that we are offering right now in Boracay is actually a deal. Can I mention the?
Yeah.
Okay, it's actually from Crown Regency, the newest Crown Regency in Boracay. They have one in Station 1 and they have one in Station 3. Now, they built a bigger one in Station 2, and that is what we are offering right now. It includes a big room for accommodation, 2 queen-size beds. It's an executive deluxe room, that's what they call it. And if you avail of the package, it's only for accommodation, okay? No airfare, but I know it's worth it, because you will be having a chance to parasail and to jet ski for free.
Wonderful. See, I didn't know that. Okay. But you should also talk to Destiny Cable. We have this GSAT card where it is a discount card. Maybe you can work with our network.
Why not?
Because we would like to give all our viewers out there in the islands and from Siberia to Indonesia a chance to enjoy Bayanihan. Can somebody outside the Philippines buy a coupon or a deal from you?
Absolutely. We have people from Canada and the U.S.
Uh-huh.
calling us, inquiring on deals, which they will avail of once they get back to the Philippines.
Ah, okay. So you can really pre-book if you're the kind of person who plans his vacation and activities 3, 6 months to 12 months ahead, then you can pre-book things with Bayanihan,
Right.
and you can get communities together. So, how big has the biggest group that has availed of one deal been? How big is the normal size?
Well, we had the biggest that we had is actually 30 packs for one group.
Yeah, so that means, if you're a family celebrating Lola's 80th birthday, you can get 30 members of the family and they could actually make a deal
Yes,
happen, right?
yes.
That's good. So, what about for those who like to eat and drink and get entertained in bars? Do you have any such transactions going on?
Yes, we've had restaurants, and the good thing about us featuring restaurants is the consumers can eat, basically have 500 pesos worth of food and drinks.
And
They only get to pay 250 pesos for it.
wow. But there's a question there, with all these deals, it's wonderful to hear of the discount, but is the quality of the commodity and the service anything less than a full payer would get, or it's the same?
No, every time we will talk to a merchant, we make sure that the quality of the food and the service does not suffer.
Yes.
Otherwise,
they won't come back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
One of the reasons why we're doing this is to help promote their businesses
Yes.
to the consumers.
In fact, that's the wonderful thing for our GNN subscribers and Destiny Cable GSAT subscribers. I understand from Victor and Chris that Bayanihan will really try to reach out to all of you out there who have good services and products to offer the Filipinos and the visitors to the Philippines to be able to really enjoy what group discount power is all about, right?
Correct.
It makes your peso, dollar, or euro go a much longer way. Or my sister treated me to a 5-star hotel lunch using a coupon, and she was able to treat all three of us to what she would otherwise pay just for one. And what is the range of the discounts? Can you get them excited before we go on for a
Yes.
break?
Actually,
what is the range of discounts that they can get?
the lowest discount that we are offering on site is 40%.
40%.
Yes,
That's
but-
practically the margins of
Yes.
trading margins
And-
that are being
and
given away. Yeah.
One of our friends used to tell us it's up to 90% off.
90%.
But now we are stripping off everything because we are stripping off we are giving away 100% discount for our summer promo.
Really?
It's free, 100%
Oh, well,
savings
talk
for all
about
of you.
marketing, 100%. Graduates out there, you better tell your parents to look into the Bayanihan website.
Yes.
It's bayanihan.com with a PH or just .com?
No, just .com.
So it's Bayanihan with a B-U, not a B. Okay. Because, it's really so wonderful. As we approach our break time, I'd like to excite all of you viewers out there that even though prices seem to be rising, this concept of community buying is really gonna give us an adrenaline shot in spite of all the things that are rising around us. There are discounts up to 100%. And trust me, I have friends and family who do avail of this, and the service and product quality doesn't go down because it is to the interest of the merchants to make sure that their service crew don't give you anything less than what a full paying customer would be getting. And that's the beauty of it all. Now, it's a very fresh concept. In the US, it's quite matured. A Bayanihan would be servicing probably all 90 provinces and 1,500. And according to Victor, where are you now? Where do you have satellite offices aside from the one in Makati?
We already have a Cebu office, and we're looking. Our direction is moving towards all cities and all provinces in the Philippines.
Well, on that note, we'll pause for a break right now. I'm Dean Hernandez with Victor Fajardo and Chris Santos of Bayanihan. We'll be back in a bit. Keep smiling. Welcome back to the workplace. I'm Dean Hernandez with Vic Fajardo and Chris Santos of Bayanihan. So let's go back to the discussion. First, back to the merchants, because I'm sure a lot of our Destiny Cable GSAT and GNN viewers are probably asking themselves, what do I have to do to become a merchant for Bayanihan?
Well, of course, to become a merchant at Bayanihan, you would have to offer discounts. The discounts are normally an agreement between the merchant and Bayanihan. But of course, our suggestion is the higher the discount they give to the consumers,
The better.
the better, the more viable the product is. And then we do not have any exclusivities with merchants.
Meaning?
We wouldn't want to limit the merchants' options to promote their business.
So they can go to all other avenues to advertise and promote the product.
Absolutely, they can do that. But the only thing we ask for from the merchant is when we feature them, there should be no one else promoting that same deal.
At the particular
yes,
time.
at the
I
selling
see.
period.
Now, I've always been accrediting wholesalers, retailers in my life as a banker and finance officer. Is there a minimum criteria for them to meet, like let's say number of years in service or something, for them to be allowed to share a deal with Bayanihan?
We do not have any limits.
What about quality control or something like that?
We do researches on the establishment before we finally
So
get
what
on the
if
agreement.
I am somebody from Boracay and I'm not known, and then I call you up, either head office or Cebu? How long will it take before you send anyone to sit down with me and pursue to take it to the next step?
Our average transaction period would be about a week.
A week.
Okay.
In a week, we will be able to shake hands and offer a deal to the public.
Absolutely.
Okay, all right. And are there any charges to the merchant?
It's totally free. At first, we take care of everything for them: the advertising materials, the photo shoot, the video shoot.
Advertising materials, why? You also give handbills?
We are
printed? You do?
We are printing out
Oh,
flyers.
I thought it was only online, no?
No,
Uh-huh.
it's actually a collaboration of offline advertisements and online advertisements.
I see. And if I were the merchant and let's say we were able to close a deal, meaning there were 30 that bought, let's say, a 10,000 package, and the 300,000 is the receipt of that particular transaction, how does the merchant get paid and how often?
We pay them 15 days after we put down the deal.
What do you mean put down? You mean you close it?
We close it.
You close it, okay.
So we give them
The
again.
desired number was attained,
Uh-huh.
so you validate the deal, okay.
So we pay them in full. 15 business days after that.
In full,
In
not
full,
an
with-
installments. Ang yaman
in
nyo
full.
in the States kasi. I researched, it's given in 3 installments. Mayabang kayo, no? Ang yaman nyo.
We pay them in full, redeemed or and unredeemed vouchers we pay.
Okay. Oh, okay. So it's to the advantage of the merchant if, let's say, 30 bought and only 20 availed because they either forgot. Because it happened to me. I have a friend, she bought this overnight stay. I said, Dean, you have to accompany me to Baguio. Why? Because if I don't use it by this weekend, wala na. You know, that thing. So if there's an agreement between the merchant and you, is it possible to extend the effective period, or you don't allow that?
Well, for special cases, we do allow extension, given the fact that the redemption period is quite long enough, but for some reasons, the consumer might forget.
Oh,
Okay?
yeah, for some understandable reason. So is
Yes.
there a hotline that they can call na, Chris, I'm about to use my coupon but it expired yesterday. Can we call up or can make representations in their behalf?
For that specific request, you can send you can shoot at an email at support@bayanihan.com.
And there will be somebody 24/7 attending to them?
Yes, it's email, so we
That's
respond all the
wonderful. I
time.
mean, that's service excellence
Yes.
at its best.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Also, okay, we've covered the merchants. Anything else you would like to tell our prospective merchants from GNN and GSAT and Destiny Cable?
Well, I guess the only thing I can tell them is if they want their businesses to get known in the Philippines, the best way to do it is through Bayanihan.
Can they already start packaging things for Christmas or for, let's say, the school year? I mean, are you limited to just products and services of leisure, or what about basic necessities like consumer goods, cosmetics, and things like that? Are you going to be going into those as well, if it's packaged properly?
If it's packaged properly, then we might go ahead and do it. In fact, we're already preparing for a Mother's Day promo that we're
Oh yeah,
going to
Mom.
have.
Yeah.
That's on May 8th. Yeah, that would be good. You know, because sometimes, especially for people who seem to have everything, if you creatively put together a basket of goods for them so that everybody's happy, and if it's a little bit pricey, you can get members of the family or friends to pull and afford, diba?
Correct.
Okay, now we've covered the merchants. I hope if you have questions, you can just go to bayanihan.com. What about business opportunities for revenue generation? Let's say I sign in and I bring 100 of my friends to buy the deal. Do I get anything as an incentive for giving you more deal closers?
Well, we do have this referral program. It's called.
How does it work?
It's called B Points.
B points,
yeah.
Bayanihan
The letter
points.
B.
Okay.
So every time you will refer someone who also buy the deal through the referral link that you can get on bayanihan.com on your My Account page. If you're a member already, you will be given a unique link that you can send.
Link, it's not a number.
It's not a number.
It's not a number that my friends will have to quote when they buy the deal.
No, it's
Oh, you mean it's automatic? Your
Yes.
system generate. Wow, galing ah.
so every time your friends sign up using that specific link, so they will be routed to the Bayanihan sign up page, and there you go. It's under you already. The system will automatically detect every purchase that your friend will be making on Bayanihan.
Oh, so students and retired people out there, you want to make your life exciting and get B points? Start referring.
And ma'am, by the way, it's actually 1 point, 1 B point is equivalent to 1 peso.
Okay, so that means I can actually get your Boracay package with parasailing if I refer enough to,
Yes,
for
to
the
cover that.
equivalent, right? Okay, so you mentioned travel. What about spa beauty services? I mean, tell us more about that. Where are your merchants located right now?
We have several spas. There were several spas that we featured. There were some in Alabang, Makati, Quezon City. In fact, we featured one in Makati recently, and we give about 70%, more than 70% for that particular deal.
You know, that's such a great treat for anniversaries, monthsaries, birthdays, whatever occasion. Just an I love you gift, you know. Treat the spouse, the spice, the girlfriend or the boyfriend to surprise no occasion treat, right?
Correct.
At 70%
Yes.
discount? You're kidding me.
No.
Baka naman yung 70% eh, kung 1 hour, eh, maging 70% of the hour lang. Hindi?
No, it's actually a 2.5 hour service.
Oh.
1 hour massage, 1 hour body wrap, and 30 minutes. I'm sorry, that's 1 hour massage, 1 hour body scrub, and the 30 minutes is for body wrap.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Lee is not here. This is the gentleman who's the Chief Information Officer, no, who I had lunch with last Monday. And I was telling him this is one way of really allowing people, because like me, I started working at 21. And at that time, it was unheard of for me to be able to plan a trip to Boracay, to Hong Kong, or pamper myself, no? But see, if you love yourself enough, you will be able to become a more loving person, a more effective person at work. And really, I'd like everyone out there, you think you can't afford it, but Bayanihan will let you afford it. Allow yourself to be pampered and just enjoy all the spa services that seem to be reserved for the A, B, C, upper rich and famous people. But now, with the group buying concept of Bayanihan, you're really like Bayanis, you know. you're trying to give people what they deserve. That you don't have to be always in the millionaire category to be able to enjoy simple things in life, new cuisine, new offers, new lifestyle activities, and you know, just enjoy life, because life is good in spite of everything that's happening around us. So let's go next to how do you plan to approach different groups in the Philippines, where we're 90 provinces and 1,500 cities. That's a lot of ground to cover with 2 offices at the moment. So, Victor, how do you plan to spread your wings and get Bayanihan known and closer to the people out there?
Okay. Right now, we're currently on our planning stage to be in different cities, key cities in the Philippines. That way we could accommodate and we could let the people from those cities feel the presence of Bayanihan.
And the benefits more than we're talking B's here.
Yes,
benefits and Bayanihan.
Yes.
Okay, yes. So really, it is a very fresh concept, ladies and gentlemen. And I was really asking Victor and Chris, are the Filipinos ready for this concept? Or they're still wary or skeptic? You know, what is your reading? They started last August, ladies and gentlemen. And so this is something new. And I know it's going to catch like wildfire. And what's your reading of the Filipino market?
Well, I would say right now, there are skeptics. In fact, most especially when it comes to using credit cards online.
Yes, exactly.
A lot of people there wouldn't want to buy our...
Yes, because of that. Do you have other payment options?
Absolutely.
What are they?
We have over-the-counter options, over-the-counter payment options.
In a bank or...
They can go directly to banks like BDO, BPI, and such.
Oh, okay.
All they have to do is write down the reference number and do the payment. And then it will go...
the reference number is received when they call you. How do they get it?
Well, actually, the reference number, we do have placed several payment options online, like what Sir Victor is mentioning a while ago. That's the bank deposit option. It's actually automated. also online. So they just need to choose what bank. Several banks online.
Yeah, but what do they use? The Bayanihan bank account number, or is there code?
It's actually the third-party payment processor's bank account number.
Ah, okay. Well,
But we do have direct corporate
yes,
bank accounts as well.
Because my wish for you and Eddie Lee and Edward Ling, you have to make it easy for the payments to get to you and for
we
the
are.
deals to finally transpire. Okay, we have a few minutes left, so Chris, would you like to be the first to make your pitch, since you're Mr. Customer Service Excellence for Bayanihan?
Yes.
Make it easy for our viewers to avail of the wonderful discounts you're offering.
Hi, Kabayans. This is Christopher from Bayanihan.com, and I do encourage you to visit Bayanihan.com. Again, that's BUY, Bayanihan.com, to check our daily deals. Again, 40% to 100% discount that you can get from all our deals there. So do check it out. So if you have some problems in making the transactions, do call me 886-6190 or shoot us an email at support@bayanihan.com, and we'll always here for you to answer your calls.
Okay, what about you, Mr. Vice President?
Well, I just want to invite everyone to visit www.bayanihan.com. That's BUY. We have a lot of exciting deals. At the same time, it's not just a win for Bayanihan. It's a three-way win. A win for the consumers, a win for the merchants, and our win is basically letting the merchants and the consumers meet.
Well, this is a beautiful way of bridging the service and product providers to the consumers out there. Because, you know, having grown up in banking and finance and retail consumers, goods and services, I am promoting the virgin coconut oil, the malunggay, the health products, and being the mother of the call centers, I know that the business processing outsourcing industry now, from 15,000 in the year 2000 workers, we're now over 1 million, and I'm very proud with Filipinos. We are now #1 in the voice call center industry in the world, and we all know that these people take night shifts. It takes a toll on their health, and even the other office workers out there, government, private, you really give your blood, sweat, and tears to all these efforts, and you really deserve to enjoy life better in spite of what is happening in Libya or in Japan, all over the world. So this is a very refreshing, wonderful way now to be able to enjoy life through bayanihan, or, you know, tulong-tulong tayo, kapit kamay. Okay, so I'd like to end the show thanking Mary Beth. Wherever you are, do what you have to do, girl. Go get them. And I'd like to thank my own sponsors. I'd like to thank Zest Air for taking care of me when I went on a medical mission to Pilar, Sorsogon. Thank you very much, Mr. Levinang. And I hope you'll be able to get other airlines to support the packages that Bayanihan is coming out with. And so until the next Monday that I see you on the workplace, please try to keep a very balanced work and personal life, because the better you are, the more you love yourself, you'll be in a perfect condition to love other people. And if you place service to other people before yourself, the money, the blessings are all going to come in. So I'm Dean Hernandez for The Workplace, for Mary Beth Nave, for Ike Sanieres and Philip Chen, Cora Daco, Director Arnel. Thank you. Our cameraman, thank you also. Thank you very much, Victor, Chris, and I hope we will have you again to report, maybe not the summer, we're back to school specials and throughout the year. I wish you well, all the power. So until the next time, God bless you, keep smiling. We all love you.